Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm Pamela Gray Payton, Chief Impact and Partnerships Officer at San Diego Foundation. Right now, San Diego is bracing for the loss of at least $300 million a year in government funding. Dollars that keep San Diegans fed, housed, and healthy. In fact, more than 400,000 of our neighbors, 1 in 8 people, are at risk of losing access to health care because of deep cuts from the federal government. Families are on the brink, nonprofits are stretched, and the safety net is fraying. But today, San Diego is responding. We're responding in an unprecedented way. For the first time in our region's history, 3 of our largest foundations, the Prebys Foundation, Prebys Philanthropies, San Diego Foundation, and the Price family are stepping forward with a united commitment. Together, we have increased our annual giving by an additional $70 million in grants to help our community weather the storm across 3 funding pillars: food, health and wellness, and housing. This is one of the largest philanthropic contributions in San Diego's history. It's not just about dollars, it's about hope. It's about saying clearly to our neighbors, you will not face this crisis alone. We call this effort United for San Diego, because this is a moment for all of us to stand together and show what is possible when we act with urgency and compassion. With that, I'd like to turn it over to David Price of Prebys Philanthropies, followed by Grant Oliphant of the Prebys Foundation, Casey Castile of the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank, and Mark Stewart of San Diego Foundation to share more. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here representing our family and Prebys Philanthropies. I'm David Price, CEO of PriceSmart, and I serve on the board of our Prebys Philanthropies Foundation and our family foundation. So first, I want to thank the San Diego Food Bank for hosting us in this beautiful space. Sandy, Casey, it's great to be here. I really enjoyed the brief tour of the facilities, and it's impressive and inspiring what you're doing here. I also want to acknowledge our partners, Prebys Foundation and the San Diego Foundation, all of the organizations joining us in this important effort. We're here because our community is facing a great challenge. Massive cuts to publicly funded safety net programs, more than $300 million a year, are putting thousands of San Diegans at risk. And these programs, as Pamela said, keep people healthy, fed, and safe and housed. And this is especially devastating for our most vulnerable neighbors and individuals, families who rely on these programs to cover the most basic of needs. And the reality is we can't proceed with business as usual. And that's why we launched United for San Diego, an unprecedented partnership among 3 of San Diego's largest foundations, Prebys, Prebys Philanthropies, and the San Diego Foundation, along with our family, the Price family. Together, we have increased our combined giving, annual giving by $70 million, and are aligning our strategies to protect essential services and keep critical community resources afloat. At Prebys Philanthropies, our family is increasing our grant making by $25 million over the coming year, and we are proud to be a founding partner in this effort. Our focus with United for San Diego is twofold. First, to deploy funds as efficiently and effectively as possible to address immediate needs. And second, to work alongside local human service agencies to strengthen their capacity and improve the way services are delivered. But here's the truth. Private philanthropy alone cannot fill the entire gap. That's why we need everyone, businesses, individuals, neighbors, to join us. Together, we can work to protect essential services today and build a stronger, more resilient San Diego for tomorrow. Thank you again to the Food Bank for hosting us, and to all of our partners for stepping up in this critical moment. Thank you.
So you'll probably notice that we're all going to say much the same thing, which is kind of the point. You know, the point is that we are united in sharing a message about what needs to happen in our community. And I want to start with a similar message of thanks, Casey and Sandy, for hosting us. And not just for hosting us, but for the extraordinary and exceptional work that is done here to take care of our neighbors and our friends. And to our partners, and I want to say Mark and David and Jeanette and Pamela, we're privileged to get to work alongside people who will get together at a moment like this and open their minds and their arms to figure out what is an appropriate community response. And I'm very proud at this moment to be in the community that is embodying that. I have heard, I'm new to the community relatively, I've been here 3 years, but I have heard that San Diego views one of its greatest strengths as the way that we come together in moments of great need. And I believe it. I have seen it over the course of the past 3 years, and I know it to be the case right now. Because today we are facing one of those moments of great need. We are facing an unprecedented crisis of exclusion, when line after line is being drawn by the federal government to tell us who among us is worthy and who is not. And here at home, massive federal cuts to life-sustaining programs threaten to exclude, as you heard, 1 in 8 of our fellow San Diegans from food, shelter, and medical care that they deserve. But that 1 in 8 number is deceptive and misleading because these cuts will eventually affect every single one of us. The hospitals, emergency rooms, and clinics that we collectively depend on for life-sustaining care, the local governments that are tasked with meeting increasingly impossible new mandates, local farmers losing their community markets, children who cannot learn when they and their classmates and their families are going hungry. The message of United for San Diego is simple. We are in this together, and we will face this crisis together. We are one community, and no one deserves to be excluded or harmed because they are in need of help. United for San Diego, as you've heard, is the largest collective philanthropic effort in our region since COVID-19. Today we are stepping up with an unprecedented commitment to dig deeper with our 3 foundations collectively committing $70 million in additional giving beyond what we would normally do to help our community meet this moment. This initiative brings our 3 institutions together in the Price family, the largest 3 philanthropic institutions in the region. But what makes this unique is not the money, it's more the scale of the response that we embody and the alignment of objectives that we share. The spirit of partnership driving this is what really sets this effort apart. We are aligning resources and strategies so that together we can help families weather today's storm and lay the groundwork for a stronger, more resilient region tomorrow. And we are asking others to join us. We know too well that philanthropy cannot fill the gaps that harsh cuts from Washington are imposing. But we can pledge to work together to help our region and state respond and then help reinvent how we meet the needs of all, not some, of all our people. United for San Diego is about more than responding to a single crisis in that respect. It's about solidarity, shared responsibility, and innovation. It's about showing what is possible when San Diegans come together. At Prebys Foundation, like our colleagues, we are committed to protecting the well-being of our community. And let me be clear, everyone in it. This is a community that goes stronger, not through exclusion and heartlessness, but through compassion and collaboration. And we will jointly deliver that message to San Diego. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you to the Price Philanthropies, the Price family, the Prebys Foundation, and the San Diego Foundation for bringing us all together today. The Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank is proud to stand as a nonprofit partner in this unprecedented effort to meet urgent community needs. At the food bank, we see every day what happens when families don't know where their next meal is coming from. That's why this partnership matters so much. For nearly 50 years, the San Diego Food Bank has been the region's food safety net. We are the largest hunger relief organization in San Diego County and offer a dozen specialized programs and initiatives, partnering with more than 450 local organizations to get nutritious food into the hands of seniors, individuals, and families in need. Many of our partners are community-based organizations that provide other essential resources beyond food assistance, such as housing assistance, healthcare, and behavioral health services. Every month, we serve more than 400,000 San Diegans countywide. The food bank distributed nearly 53 million pounds of food and supplies last year, equivalent to more than 43 million meals. That's to individuals, families, veterans, and seniors through our regional network of services. Right now, the need across our region is urgent and unprecedented. Families who never thought they'd need a food bank are showing up. Seniors who worked their whole lives are now choosing between food and medicine. And military families are quietly lining up for groceries because their paychecks no longer stretch far enough. Cuts to SNAP and other federally funded food assistance programs are about to make this even worse. We estimate the monthly meal gap in San Diego County could increase by 3.2 million meals monthly. At the same time, we've seen federal food supplies to food banks slashed. Earlier this year, we lost nearly $2 million worth of USDA provided food, including proteins, milk, and eggs. Clients who once received 16 items in our emergency food bag now receive 10. And the federally funded local food assistance purchase program, which enabled us to provide 540,000 pounds of fresh, locally grown and produced here every year, and also supporting San Diego farmers, is ending next month. Taken together, this is a 1-2 punch. More food, or more need, less food to give. Replacing the projected loss of SNAP meals each month would require the food bank to almost double its current distribution, a scale of growth that simply isn't feasible without massive, sustained support. You may ask why this matters. Well, I can tell you that every week our staff hears heartbreaking stories. At a recent senior food program distribution, a senior shared, "We are just surviving, not living, just surviving. We can't even rest because everything we need has gone up in price." Another senior echoed this sentiment with tears in her eyes as she explained how SNAP helps her feel that she has food security. At this time in her life, she said she only has enough to survive. She is a senior living on her own and has nobody else to support her. The San Diego Food Bank cannot meet this crisis alone. With the safety net being pulled back, it will take all of us, philanthropy, nonprofits, businesses, and neighbors, to close the gap. San Diego Food Bank shows up for our seniors, veterans, and children who experience hunger every day. So today my message is simple. The need is real, the stakes are high, and the time to act is now. Together we can make sure that every family who turns to the food bank and our 450 nonprofit partners and other nonprofits finds the support they need. And as we head into the holiday season with our holiday food drive right around the corner, we know the need will only grow. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, thank you to the Prebys Foundation, Price Philanthropies, the Price family, and the San Diego Foundation for your leadership. And thank you to the people of San Diego for always showing up for each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. for the incredible work your team and you do every day to keep San Diegans fed and nourished. And thank you, David and Grant, for your leadership. I'm honored to be standing alongside you today. Moments like these define who we are as a community. United for San Diego is historic. It is bold, it is urgent, and it reflects the best of San Diego, neighbors standing together when the stakes are highest. As part of this effort, San Diego Foundation has launched San Diego Unity Fund. The fund is designed to raise and grant resources quickly to local nonprofit organizations. 100% of every contribution goes to trusted organizations serving families every day. The San Diego Unity Fund was created so everyone has a way to help and make a difference. Every dollar raised will go directly to trusted nonprofits on the front lines, organizations like the Jacob and Cushman San Diego Food Bank and many others, working every day to feed, house, and care for our neighbors. This is not business as usual. This is an unprecedented response by 3 of San Diego's largest foundations and the Price family. We're digging into reserves and emergency funds because the need is unlike anything we've seen since the pandemic. But our collaboration alone cannot meet this urgent, critical community need. It will take all of us, individuals, families, businesses, corporations, and neighbors standing together. No one else is coming to our rescue. No one else is coming to our rescue. However, I know our region's best days are when San Diegans take care of San Diegans. I'll repeat that. Our best days are when San Diegans take care of San Diegans. That's why I'm asking you all to join us by making a gift to the San Diego Unity Fund at sdfoundation.org/unity. Every contribution will help protect lives and stabilize families across San Diego. Thank you to our partners, the Prebys Foundation and the Price Foundation and the Price family. And we are deeply grateful, too, to the many nonprofits like the Jacob and Cushman San Diego Food Bank that are on the front lines delivering hope and comfort every single day. And thank you also in advance to the people of San Diego for rising to meet this unprecedented moment. Thank you.